Hey everyone, this is Niki Rowland, and today I have a layout for Bramble Fox. I'm using some goodies from the October Fox box, as well as this beautiful set called Autumn Leaves, and I'm also using a few of the really cute critters too. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous autumn goodies in the shop at the moment. Make sure you head over there and get hold of them. So I am using the Avenue by Pebbles, Jen Hadfield Pebbles. I've had this collection for, I'd say, a couple of months maybe. When it first came out I bought it, and then haven't used it since. I think because it is a bit autumny, and I wanted to wait until I had some autumn photos. So not that we go out that much, not that we've been outside that much in autumn so far here in the UK. For anyone who's not UK based, autumn for us, or the beginning of autumn, is basically just wet. So therefore I don't have any lovely crisp autumn leaf photos just yet, so I've had to make do with some Snapchat snaps of me and my boys today. So that's what I'm doing. A lot of autumn here we spend at home. I mean, we've spent, to be honest, the last 6 months at home, so it would have been nice to go out and do something, but given that the virus situation is ramping up again, we might be indoors for the next maybe 6 months. Oh well, it'll all be fine one day. More time for scrapbooking for us, but just not such exciting photos. So anyway, these are Snapchat photos. I do occasionally love a Snapchat photo. This one is my boys with like cute animal style filters on, and me with both of them. So it's quite, we just hang out together at home, and just playing around on Snapchat. So bit of fun, and kind of sums us up really, because we're not going out much, and just spending a lot of time hanging out. Okay, so that's my photos. You can see what I'm doing with the background here. So my New Year's resolution for 2020 was to use more pattern paper on my layouts rather than white backgrounds, and I've totally smashed that on this layout because it's completely and only pattern paper. So I'm feeling very pleased with myself. Excellent, well done me, pat on the back. I'm using this typewriter font print as my base. It's a colour part sheet actually. On the other side it's got lots of lovely journaling cards, but because I could use those, but the ephemera in this collection is huge. There's so much of it that I don't really need many more embellishments. So I'm going to stick with the typewriter print. The reason I said stuff was because I read on the page that it says this is the stuff memories are made of, and then I inadvertently said the word stuff. I do that a lot. Anyway, this typewriter print is lovely. It's got that phrase written all over it. That's what that whole print is. It's just that typewriter font with that phrase over and over and over again. So it's really lovely. It helps that it's white. And then for the top section, I've used the lovely pink gingham. And then I was going to leave it at that, but then the other side of that paper was the really bright, not bright, but busy print. So it's on a black background or a dark grey, and it's got lots of pretty flowers all over it. So it just gave an extra kind of bit of contrast, pop of colour underneath that first V shape, triangle shape. So yeah, okay, so I've added my photos. Under my photos on the right hand side of both, I've used the notebook perspectives in white from the October Fox box. Now, it was really nice of Morag at Bramble Fox to cut these to the exact size of my photos. That was very kind of her. Thank you for that, Morag. A happy accident, of course, but they were literally to the millimetre the exact size of my photos. So I'm using both, and I am putting them both on the right side of each of my photos. So I did consider having one on the right edge of the right photo and the other one on the left edge of the left photo, but actually I decided that having them both on the right side was the right way to go. So that's what I'm doing there. You can see there that I've just put the second one in place. Behind my photos I have a couple of tags from the cut apart sheet from the Avenue collection, and I'm just adding in some ephemera, some trees, and bits and pieces, some houses, that kind of thing. Houses are great because obviously we're at home in these photos, so that's ideal. And I'm going to add quite a few of the really beautiful autumn leaves. If you haven't picked these up already, I'd suggest you go and do so. They are beautiful. I'm not really a leaf person. Leaves don't excite me. The autumn colours don't excite me. I like pumpkins and Halloween, but I don't generally like autumn themed things, just because for me, like I said earlier, autumn here is just wet and miserable, so it's not a particularly beautiful season here, I don't think. It's wet and muddy and cold and rainy. So for me, autumn doesn't normally float my boat that much, to coin a phrase. But I've tried to embrace it on. I like to have my layouts. I do like to have the seasonal feel to them, so that I know what time of year that I'm going with. So obviously autumn leaves are perfect for such photos and to portray that seasonal feel, even though leaves and things aren't my favourite. But I have to say, these leaves are beautiful. So if leaves only existed in these colours and these finishes that the autumn leaves set from Bramble Fox has, then I'd be good with leaves forevermore. They're so pretty. They're golds and browns, and just really, really beautiful. So I've got some maple leaves in here and some regular leaves, and they all have little etchings on as well. So you can see the vein details of the leaves, and I can't express how beautiful they are. I really love them, and I'd say I don't really like leaves. So for me to love something autumn themed is quite unusual, but they really, really are so beautiful. Okay, so that's the autumn leaves set. I'm also pulled out a critter from the Cute Critters set. Now this Cute Critter set has lots of little critters in, so it has deers and rabbits and squirrels. We love squirrels. Squirrels hang out in our garden all the time, but I've used on this layout the raccoon. Now when I was growing up, raccoons were my favourite animal, and I had loads of raccoon toys. Goodness knows why, because we don't even have raccoons in the UK, but for some reason I loved raccoons. So I have a real soft spot for raccoons. I saw this little creature, this little raccoon critter in my pack, and I was so delighted. So he had to go straight on a layout. So he's just sitting, he's got a shadow on him at the moment, but he's just sitting at the bottom right hand corner of my left photo. So he just gets pride of place right in the middle there. I've added a title that says Our Happy Place. That is the thickers from the Avenue collection. I've added 3 fussy cut bumblebees. They are from the Avenue ephemera, and I've just trimmed them down a bit. I've added trees at the top and a heart at the bottom, and now I'm just finishing off with some gold splatters. The gold splatters that I'm using go so perfectly well with the golden leaves that's on this layout, and the gold bits and pieces that I've pulled out from the Avenue collection. And I wanted to write my journaling in, but because I'm on pattern paper, so I've got no room to write anything, not at the bottom anyway. So I had to make myself some journaling strips, and I've just done those out of the same gingham paper from the top section, and then I could write a couple of sentences there. And that is me done. So thank you so very, very much for joining me today. Do check out the October Fox Box, the Cute Critters set and the Autumn Leaf set, because they are all awesome, completely awesome. Okay, thank you so much. That was Niki Rowland for Bramble Fox.